When I froze my eggs, I was 34 years old. So that was 9 years back. I froze it. It wasn't that common. In fact, the only people who would freeze their eggs at the time worldwide were those who had, people who had cancer, people who had illnesses where their treatment would probably affect their chances of getting pregnant. When I read about egg freezing, and for medical reasons, I thought, you know what? It makes sense. And I read more and more about it. The more I read, the more I thought, this works great. It will work for me because I'm a bit of a dichotomy. I am somebody who is the most romantic, and at the same time, I'm the most practical person you would ever meet. I'm somebody who firmly believes in science and who very firmly believes in God as well. So I thought, why leave anything to chance, I can freeze my eggs and I'd have the option. In life, I don't like having my back to the wall about anything. I don't like being put in a corner. So I like having options and then you decide. It's a freedom of choice then. You never know. You might need it later, you might not. If you don't need it, at least it's there. If you need it, what are you gonna do? Trust me, when I froze my eggs, I never ever thought I'd need it. It was just an insurance for me. I understand in the Middle East, it's illegal to freeze your eggs before. So I'm not advocating that. I very clearly am not. I'm just speaking about my experience of what I did. Never ever did I think I would need it for medical reasons. When we found out I had endometriosis, and that was part of the reason why I couldn't conceive, the eggs came handy, and it was fantastic. It's one of the big issues with IVF. It is all up here. I promise you, it's all up here. And I've been through it. I've been through it twice, the process of IVF. So the second one, we succeeded. I'm somebody, this is the way I think. Whatever you can control, you do to the best you can. What you can't control, don't sweat it. You can't control it. You can't change it. If you are so stressed about, am I going to conceive? Sure, you're excited. Sure, when when you do the test, you're waiting. And of course you'd be disappointed. You are disappointed when you don't succeed. But don't knock yourself out because it's not in your control. When public figures speak about their experiences, it makes other people, I think the people around, go, you know what, I get that. And it's not just me, because people tend to look at public figures and go, it's them and us, we're different. We're not.
Isolating.
We're really just ordinary people in extraordinary circumstances. That's all it is. I think it gives people strength when they hear that someone who is in the public eye has gone through something. And the reason I've spoken about something that is so private to me, because my thought process is, if I speak about something so personal, and if it's going to make a difference to one person, it's worth it. And going through what I have with endometriosis and IVF, and I'm telling you, you look at my baby, I look at my baby, and it is just such a joy.